Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Keller Williams Technologies Community Weekly Webinar. It is February 26th, 2 o'clock Austin time. Here's what's on our agenda for today, February 26th. We are going to talk about your family reunion resources. We'd like to welcome you all back from family reunion, and we have a ton of resources available for you so that you can get all the information that you may have missed if you were not able to attend. You're going to get that information as well, and even more importantly, or equally importantly, I should say, we have the opportunity for you all to share the information that we're given to you so that you can help others that were not able to attend to find that information. Now that we were at family reunion, we've gotten back, we probably have a big stack of cards. I know I did. I want you all to stay in touch with those family reunion guests. So we're going to go over that. Some quick ways that you can do that, some tools that you can use, some things that I did, and it really saved me and my team a lot of time. Then we're going to go over some quick eEdge updates, and I say eEdge updates, really KW technology updates is what they should be, because some of them have to do with other pieces of KW technology. Then we have a KW video exclusive offer. That's actually going to come before the upcoming events. We have a special guest joining us. We want to be sure you all are 100% familiar with the KW video offer for the Market Center technology communities, because it is really a great opportunity for you all to promote yourselves, promote your training, promote your real estate business. All right, let's get started. Let's first talk about your family reunion resources. So we have several resources available for you guys. And really, in the very near future, you're going to be able to find everything on one single page, and that is kwuconnect.com. That's where we're going to have all of our videos, Agent Mountain audios, content that you create and you share. This is all going to be available. It is available now through KW Connect, but the more information that you all add to it, the more agents that sign in that start using the site, it will help improve the content on there. So please get your associates to start logging in onto the site. This is a great idea for a class for you all to have in your market center. Show them how easy it is to upload. Show them where they can manage the site and go through the site, look at things, share things. It's really a great opportunity for you all to, as an office, put in some great content. So that's one of the places you're going to be able to find that. And you'll notice the results I have on there, I just simply typed in family reunion and it brought up all the 2016 information. Then, of course, you can go to familyreunion.kw.com. On familyreunion.kw.com, you will find all of the breakouts. I'm going to say you'll find all the breakouts, but not all the breakouts have the presentations attached to them. You'd have to know what day and time the breakout was, but you can certainly do that, or you can just scroll through the entire familyreunion.kw.com page and find each breakout and each session, and included in there, as well as kwuconnect.com, are Gary's speeches, as well as the information provided by Chris and John. And then, of course, we're always going to give you the information you need through the technology community newsfeed on the KW Technology Market Center, or I should say the KW Technology intranet. Here's where you're going to find all of the slides from the Market Center's Tech Ambassador session. You all know that we had our incredible product team up there providing us with some really great information. You have the slides plus their notes, and yes, even their jokes, the things that they thought were funny as product managers. That is all going to be on there, so you can get the full information and share it with your team members. That's really the point of all this, is we want to be sure that everybody gets the same message, gets the same information. All right, we are going to talk now about getting in touch with and staying in touch with our family reunion guests. And we're going to do that in a few ways. The first things is we need to get everything in some sort of order. Now that we have it in order, we could now start to create our groups in eEdge in the same order that we're gathering the cards. We're going to use a system. The one I'm recommending is called CamCard. There are a lot of other card services out there that you can use with your mobile device, and I'll explain what that looks like here in a moment. We'll talk about importing, exporting, and then sending out the communication. So the first thing is this is probably what your hotel desk looked like. I know this is what my hotel desk looked like. It was a complete mess. And I had to now gather all the cards together. Now, hopefully, when we're gathering our cards together, when we're collecting the cards, you guys are making some sort of note of how you know the person, how you met the person. Perhaps you have just an amazing memory where you can do that. I always try to jot down a little something about the person, where I met them, what I was doing, what they were doing. Maybe they were wearing something that I complimented. Maybe they said something that made me feel good. These are really important things because that's really your connector. So you have the cards. Now what do you do with them? Well, the first thing we want to do is, since we are going to separate out these cards, maybe we're separating them out by leadership or people that asked us questions that we were going to get back to. How about referrals? Maybe we picked up a lot of specifically referrals in New Orleans. Maybe we picked up some, hopefully you guys picked up some cards from the cab drivers, the Uber drivers, the pedal cabs. Those are all connections that we made, and we have to separate those out. Well, naturally, in eEdge, we have the opportunity to create groups, and you want those groups to match specifically the group that you're creating. So in this example, I have on here, agents met at family reunion, and then you could even have others that are referrals from family reunion or New Orleans referrals, and that way you can get right back to them, get them to the New Orleans offices. So that's now we've taken the cards, we've put them in stacks, and we've named those stacks. So we already have those stacks available in eEdge. Now what we can do is we can take this program like CamCard, and we can take our mobile device, hover our mobile device over the business card, and then take a snapshot. Well, what CamCard or these card services will do, it will sort through the information, and it will recognize the first name and last name and put those in a category. It will take the company name, it will take the title, their email address, a phone number, fax number, website, any of that. It's going through and recognizing what it can and putting it in the appropriate place. It's not a perfect science, and as you'll see here, some of these, and I did this on purpose, some of them are just a little mixed up, but that's okay. I can take a little bit of time in repairing the information, and it's going to be a lot better than me hand entering in each of these individuals, because I could just take a snapshot, make some cleanup, and then save it. Now, once this is done, naturally, I can take this from here. I can export this through the system. So in camcard.com, you log in and you export out the list. Once you have the list exported out in a CSV file, what can you do with it? All right, so I'm going to ask you all, tell me what would be the next logical step after we've exported them out of CamCard. And you are exactly right. The next logical step would be to put them in eEdge. So we're now going to import them into eEdge, and we're going to import them into eEdge into those groups and categories that we created. I know this is very novice stuff. This is very elementary, but it's amazing on how much we can lose out on if we don't do it right now. Because what happens is we don't do it right now, then we don't do it tomorrow, and then we don't do it next week, and then by the time we decide to do it, it's already family reunion 2017. So this is a great way just to jump on this. And so the answers were import to eEdge, and then a great answer came in right after that, and is after that, then put them on an 8x8. And that's the most important thing, is let's get them not necessarily on an 8x8, let's get them on a program of some sort. If they're a new buyer, sure, put them on the 8x8. If they are a potential referral, just let them know who you are. Let's get them on a nice referral drip program. All right, let me know if you all have any questions regarding the CamCard system. I'm a big fan of it. Let me know if you all have any questions. Somebody asked, does it note if you have a duplicate? And that's a great question, Gail. It doesn't note if you have a duplicate. It's just going to gather the information for you, and then put it into the export. What you will know, though, is if you do have duplicates and you attempt to load those duplicates up in eEdge, then of course it will capture those duplicates. All right, any other questions? All right, let's look at the technology updates. So you all probably noticed on Wednesday when and your agents probably noticed on Wednesday when they logged in, they saw a brand new login page asking them for the KW email address and their password. So this is a single sign-on. Oh, thank you. Bob asked a question about the is it a paid version of CamCard or a free version of CamCard? I only did the free version. It works amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't ask you all to look at something that wasn't a free version. So do the free version and then check it out. Okay, slide should have advanced now. Now that you all, there we go. So we are talking about single sign-on. On Wednesday, when your agents logged in, they probably saw a brand new sign-on page and a different way of logging in, and it's all about single sign-on. Single sign-on boils down to giving you options. It's going to allow us to integrate with more products and more services. It's going to help decrease our risk as associates in having our information out there, and it's going to help us with support and administrative costs because there's going to be a lot less risk of people getting into our systems. So what's important to know is that all accounts will need to point to you. And question is, what's the one thing that you can remember such that by remembering it makes it easier to access your stuff? And we're going to give you a hint. The answer to that is your kw.com email address. We all should know our kw.com email address, and that is what we're going to be using now as our identifier rather than a KW username. So we're going to just play a quick game of true or false. So most of our products will allow you to configure the email address that you'd like to use for display and communication, right? So that means that you're not able to use your AOL email address for your website or your Yahoo address for your website. Well, we all know that's false. At Keller Williams, we allow you to brand yourself as you wish. We're not going to ever recommend you use your AOL email for your website, but if you have to or if you must, then you can. The other one is I have to check another email account every day because now I have created a KW email address that I am simply not going to use. Again, the answer to that is false. That's not absolutely going to happen. I have to remember my password. Yes, you absolutely have to remember your password. That is something that is required. But of course, we have systems in place to help you find your password quickly and easily. So what if you don't have a kw.com email address? You're going to be reminded often every time you try to log into mykw.kw.com. We're going to ask you to create one. Now, if those agents that don't have a kw.com email address, just help them understand why it's valuable to have one, the importance of that. And because of the single sign-on release, we are having a slight bug that I want you all to be aware of and to be sure you tell your agent. So we're going to ask that if you set up someone with their kw.com email address, in other words, you put it in the system for them, because I know many of you do that as part of your onboarding, don't try to log in right away. We're going to ask that you wait about 10 or so minutes, then log in and start creating and changing stuff. It's just a small bug we're trying to work through. It won't be like that all the time forever, but right now you could help us out a lot by spreading that message, and of course we'll make that message clear in our additional communications. All right, here's our eEdge update. This is a new layout for the listings on the classic theme. Pictures are 10 times bigger. Isn't that something? 10 times bigger. And so the newest release will give the classic property detail page, the eEdge, what we call classic, the eEdge non-pro, let's say that. It gives it a nice facelift, really, really nice. So the property images are now bigger. They can be scrolled through from a carousel of images below the primary photo. The larger map makes it easier for clients to search the neighborhood if they wanted to. And then nearby schools section is much more prominent. Kevin, regarding your question, that will have to go to support@kw.com. I'm not familiar with that. All right, so hey, enough from me, right? Let's hear from our special guest. We have a special guest here going to tell us a little bit about KW Video, and JP's group is responsible for bringing us not only KW Video, all of the amazing videos that you all see on KW.com, on KWUconnect.com all the time, and at all our events. And they are responsible also for providing us this amazing opportunity for all KW technology members to get a KW video account for free and even bring in some additional income. So at no further ado, I'd like for JP to join us and tell us all about it. Welcome, JP.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Can everybody hear me okay?
I think you're coming in loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for the introduction. I won't repeat what Kevin kind of covered, but that is the gist of it. We're here to help serve you guys with all things media, especially video. And so on the screen, thanks for bringing that up, Kevin, you can see just a quick recap of what KW Video is all about. This was designed out of a request from the field over the last several years to figure out a way to add themselves and their branding to all of the videos that we already create for Keller Williams International as a whole. So a lot of our content's already out there on our Keller Williams YouTube channel, and of course inside the eEdge touch campaigns to some degree you'll find videos there already. But the idea is, how do I get to be the star of the video? Well, since we can't fly around and film almost 40,000 people, we actually decided to use this amazing studio you have in your pocket called your mobile device. Now, you can use your mobile device or your tablets, and there is a website component. Everything I'm talking about is on KWVideo.com. But for this group specifically, we wanted to make sure if you're not aware of KW Video, definitely check it out. It comes with leadership videos, consumer videos, and of course on-demand training every week, and lots of great training with interviews from top people all over the company as well, all about video and creative ways to use all sorts of types of video beyond even just your mobile app. But basically the idea is we want you to have the ability to customize content to send to buyers, sellers, and recruits. So for this particular community in particular, we just really wanted to bring you a lot of value and a lot of opportunities. So this group, the tech community members, get access to a full free suite of KW Video from now until June 1st. Now, if you'd like to extend that as you explore using KW Video, you can actually get 5 people to subscribe to KW Video and list you as the referring person before June 1st, and that will extend your account for another 6 months. So any associates you refer, you can also give them the added value of giving them a special code to allow them to have $50 off of their annual membership. And you can see the memberships available at KWVideo.com. But there's also a cool bonus like Kevin mentioned. After your first 5 referrals, all additional referrals from that point on are going to offer you a 10% commission. So again, you're just doing the same process of referring people in, having them list you as the referring person, and then we'll pay you a 10% commission. So this was a way to really try to help fund what we know the tech community is already doing, and as Kevin also mentioned, promote yourself, your training, and all the things that you guys are offering the market centers, because we know this community is obviously growing and going to be a critical part of Keller Williams' future and our success in that future. Kevin, if you go to the next slide, we can sort of talk about the steps to make all this happen, and they're really, really simple. If you haven't already, and some of you on this call I know already have, but if you haven't, please visit KWVideo.com and sign up. You will sign up with a credit card, but understand if you do step number 2 when you check out and you use your special coupon code, it will remove all charges and it will simply process you as a full member with the full suite of KW Video, all just by using that coupon code in red. That's KWV as in video, tech only. Make sure it's in all caps, and do not share the code with anyone because obviously they'll just be removed since we'll be able to know that they're not inside the tech community. This is for you guys only. If you do nothing else, at least do that so you can experience KW Video for free until June 1st. Now, step 3 is really simple. If you want to continue that free offer and work in towards the 10% commission, then just start sharing the training about KW Video and the opportunity to the folks in your market center or your region. And if you get 5, again, all you have to do is tell them to use the KWV June 1 code when they check out, and that'll give them that $50 off. Again, Kitabia V as in Victor, and that's June 1. They can do all caps, and it'll take the $50 off, and just remind them to put your name in the referral field. So, and again, after that, of course, 10% commission. So the idea here is to help you guys get started. Now, a couple of things that we've come up with to help you. Right now, yes, and this is especially for you folks that have already created your full free account on Kitabia Video, please go to and bookmark kitabiavideo.com/toolkit. That's the beginning of what we're calling Kitabia Video Academy. And it's really an idea started from the field of giving you tools to help you train and speak on video in your market center. Right now, there's a Kitabia Video orientation PowerPoint in there, and it's a great starting point. You're welcome to add to it and customize it as you see fit to help teach the Kitabia Video program to your market center and let them know what's available. But we're going to be putting even more content on there to help agents get over camera shyness, help them know what to say on camera, give them ideas of vendor programs that we have available for them like DroneBase and many other. And of course, you'll have access to all the live and on-demand trainer sessions we'll be doing as well. So if you go in and sign up for kitabiavideo.com and use your tech community code, you'll be on our list and you'll start receiving those emails. Some of you probably already have. And if for whatever reason you need more immediate help, I'm your guy. Please email me and take down my email address. It's jplewis@kitabia.com. And Kevin and Brenda and the tech training team have been kind enough to let us jump on these webinars all the time to be a part of this community and help bring you guys any value that we can. So definitely reach out to me if you need help. But that's the basic suite of it. Go in and start your free account on kitabiavideo.com. You have your special code, and that will give you it for free. And then, of course, refer people in, and there's lots of great value there throughout the rest of this year. But thanks, Kevin, for letting me take a few minutes. If anyone has any questions, I'll stay on and answer those as you guys see fit.
Yeah, thank you, JP. That's awesome. Great information, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using KW Video ever since it came out, and I am a huge proponent. Saves you a lot of time. I'm going to say, it saves you 10 times the amount of time it would take you to do a regular video, and it's so much more professional. So quick thing, Kevin. Thank you. Quick thing, how will people, how do they know if people signed up and use them as a referral?
Awesome. Well, anytime we're going to be checking those logs as well, and I would just make sure that you're giving those folks the instructions of putting their name in. And I'll talk to our support team about if we can provide a regular report to the folks that actually are listed as referrers. But anytime you have a question, if you haven't heard from us first, go ahead and I'll send this out to the entire group. But jot this email down. You're going to email us at support@kitabiavideo.com. And so if you feel like you referred somebody in but you haven't heard anything or you're unsure because that person didn't come back to you and say, hey, thanks again, I listed you, or whatever that looks like, just email us at support@kitabiavideo.com, and we'll go ahead and send you a list of who's under your referral list. Kevin, I don't think I have access to send that out to everybody. Do you mind just sending out supported email? All right, thanks.
Just went out to everyone, support@kitabiavideo.com. Everyone should have received that. So that's where you're going to go for any questions that you have. Anna, that's going to be for you as well. Anna had a little trouble with an incomplete script, so haven't seen that happen before, Anna, but the support team will be more than happy to help you out. Another question, JP, what if they already paid for KW Video?
Then go ahead and email support@kitabiavideo and let them know, and it would be good if you knew when you signed up, and then they will make sure that we give you a really fair deal to make good use of this opportunity, given that you've already just recently signed up.
Okay, very good.
It's a little different for everybody depending on when you signed up, so just make sure you let the support team know when you signed up, and they'll check your logs and find out a way to make it a win for you.
A win for you, awesome. And then someone asked, is it still $40 a month? So can you just tell us a little bit about the cost, if they are not?
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So it is an annual membership. So it's billed annually at the beginning of your sign up. So whenever you sign up, it only renews every 12 months.
Okay.
So the individual level is normally $500 a year, and then the team level is $1,000. And a team level is basically 4 accounts instead of 1.
Oh.
And this is something that came from the field where the teams wanted their lead listing specialist or lead buyer specialist, or our team leader wanted a couple of people in the market center leadership to have accounts. So the team level is 1,000 and the individual is 500. The discount you're offering your people you're referring in is $50 off, obviously, and of course you get it for free until June 1st, and then beyond for as long as you're referring people in.
Excellent. Excellent. Love that. Thank you again, JP. I see there's any other questions. Okay, David is suggesting people when they put in the code, he's then putting in he has like a / and then having them put in their name or his name. So that might be helpful, but that's not necessarily the process, but that might work.
Oh, and Kevin, can I add something to that?
Of course.
If you guys do just a little bit of just keeping track of the people in your leads that you think are legitimately going to sign up for Canopy Video, if you keep that list, that's great for just emailing us at support. That way we can find those folks. If they did fail to put your name in, we'll certainly rectify that.
Awesome.
We're going to follow the honor system and know that we're all in culture. So just send us names if you ever feel like, hey, I refer these people in, but they just left my name off. We'll absolutely make you whole on that.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. And then one last question. Would a team referral count as one referral?
Great question. I'll talk to our team. I'll definitely tell you that 10% would be based on the higher price point for a team group.
Yep.
So the 10% commission absolutely goes up from the individual to the team.
That's right.
Whether it counts as 2 or not, I'll check with our team, get you a decision on that, and let Kevin know so we can post it in this group.
Yeah, and what JP is referring to, we're saying any associate on the screen now, you get a $50 off. You get $50 off their subscription. And, oh, there it is. It does say 10%. So that's awesome. Yeah. So yeah. We made that clear. All right, very good. Thank you, JP, for joining us. And
thank you.
We look forward to having JP on some other webinars. You all look for his webinars on mykw.kw.com homepage. Thanks again. Okay, let's talk about our upcoming events, what we have going on. Here's what's on our event schedule right now. We've just knocked out the weekly webinar for KW Technology community members. This is an exciting one, you all. You don't want to miss this. Turn your database into an ATM with Brad Korn. We're going to be having superstar associates joining us every month. So look out for that particular training where we do bring in someone from the field. We also have the KW video orientation. That's one of the ones that JP was just talking about. So you get to see that one on Wednesday the 2nd. And then we'll finish out with our weekly webinar for KW Technology community members. All right, here's the last thing. Did you all know, I found this very interesting. Did you all know in 1919, on this day, the Grand Canyon was established? It wasn't built then or discovered, but that's when it was established. The Great Gorge of the Colorado River, it's one of the natural wonders of the world. I remember the first time I saw it. It was just completely amazing, and it's pretty incredible. 1 mile deep from 4 to 18 miles wide. Isn't that incredible? All right, let me know what you all, if you have any other questions. Gail says, hope your cold gets better. How'd you know, Gail? Everybody's got a little bit of a, I guess it's that the growl I have in my voice. The year was 1919.